Hello again, it's Exile, and for once, I'm bringing you a video that isn't Derail Valley. I don't really know what to expect with Cloud Climber. It's a game that I've not read too much about. I saw one article on, I can't remember which site it was just appeared in my scrolly RSS feed. That scrolly as in I was scrolling, not a piece of software. I don't know if there is a piece of software for RSS called Scrolly, but if there is, I don't use it. Yeah, I can't remember which news site or gaming site I saw it on, but apparently it's a post-apocalyptic walking simulator stroke adventure game, and it can apparently be boxed off in half an hour. So I thought, you know what? Take a break from the trains, take a break from trying to generate stupid amounts of money through driving a little shunter back and forth in a yard moving trucks, and try something a little bit different. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know how well I'm going to do, but let's drop in and see. In fact, let's have a look at settings first. Settings are fine. That'll do. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. I sleep on the floor because, it's...
Another day has arrived. I'd best get my water before going to work.
I wasn't expecting narration. That's quite neat. What's this? Is this going to be narrated? No. Okay. Stand Diary, page 1489. I may need to get to the neighbouring tower in the future, but I know the other builders keep the entrance to the bridge locked. I saw a key on the table at the top of our tower a few weeks before I went to get more building supplies. I haven't been up there in a few days, so I need to check if it unlocks the bridge door. If the other towers ever become vacant, I might need to get across, so I'll have to keep this in mind. Chest key added to inventory. So there's an inventory system. Hold E. There you go. Okay, but there's a bucket on the table. That's an empty bucket. This one is not this one is not. This one has water. Okay.
Construction on the last tower stopped weeks ago. I can only assume that the builders have met their fate by now. I believe it's safe enough for me to go and continue building higher yet from where they left off. I'll need to travel across the other two towers to get there, but I'm sure I can find a way.
I probably don't want to just go storming off, do I? Bernie the Great and Terrible. Sorry. Diary, page 69. For most, we've been building faster than ever, yet it seems as if every time we complete a new level, the clouds raise higher and higher. I could have sworn we were close to them decades ago, but we're still not done yet. I can only hope that we're getting close. Signed, Bernie, the Great and Terrible. Yeah, I walked around that way, didn't I? Joey Diary, page 420. So we've got 69 and 420. I want to be angry, but I can't be. I know I'm old enough to know better, but my brain still goes, funny numbers. Anyway, I've been building all day long, and Bernie, the Great and Terrible, has been sitting on his butt acting as foreman, aka he doesn't want to do any work, and drinks all our water. I started locking my water chest, just in case he really does think he's above us all. Bernie the Great and Terrible just sounds like Bernie the Terrible. This door is locked. Is there another way? No. That does look like that's the access to the bridge, so there should, hopefully, be a little platform up here with a key on it, maybe? God, you properly gave up, didn't you? That tower's there, that one's there, that one. There are towers everywhere. There's one off in the distance there, one there. You know, maybe I'm just idealistic, but if you'd pooled all your resources instead of building 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably more. Well, you know, if you'd pooled your resources rather than building individual towers, you could have probably got to the clouds by now. Okay, so that lets us in here. I've got another note and a smiley face. That's quite nice. Edna Diary, page 36. I can't believe today is the 100th anniversary of our tower. I know others have been building much longer, and now I wish our grandparents had taken this whole thing more seriously. 100 years ago they decided things were getting dangerous. Why didn't they see the problem 200 years ago? Or even longer? I'm still glad they started building, but I just wish we had seen this coming. I'm sensing some sort of metaphor here.
It's been quite some time since I was on the second tower. I haven't crossed this bridge since the builders became greedy and took the supplies that were meant to come to our tower. Just like all the other towers, its inhabitants quickly grew desperate and aggressive. Now it stands empty.
I like the art style. It reminded me a little bit of almost a kid's drawing, but more polished, if that makes any sense. I like it. Kyle Diary, page 45. I hope I don't have to remember these people's names, because I'm rubbish with names at the best of times. Never mind if you throw, what, half a dozen at me in the space of a couple of minutes. I guess I knew this day would come, but I didn't expect it to come this soon. Yesterday, we started extreme rationing of our water. A few days back, we stopped getting supplies from the ground crew on our lift. We can only assume they've stolen our supplies for themselves, ran out of water and food sources, or simply died. If we don't get into the clouds soon, we might need to see if we can get some from one of the neighbouring towers. Well, I don't think you got into the clouds. The chest, which is probably locked. Oh, another note. Bertha, diary page 9825. Dear Diary, wouldn't it be ironic if it rained now, after decades of building? Now would be the perfect time, since we've just started rationing our supplies more, but I have a good feeling about things. I know I've never seen rain myself, but grandmother always told me how wonderful it felt. It would be so surreal to be on the ground and see water for miles instead of desert and wasteland. I'm sure it will rain someday. We just need to survive until then. It's all a little bit... It's stopped raining now.
They installed a rope cart on this level to get to the third tower. I should be able to use it to get across.
You should. But there's bound to be more stuff, and I'm tempted to go back and go downstairs. Because I came up from the bridge, and I'm wondering if there's stuff below. Kyle Diary, page 46. Tried to be reasonable. Tried to talk with them. But those greedy little scumbags on Tower 1 didn't want to share their supplies with us. I'm not going to die miles above the ground, drying up like a raisin, whilst other people watch. I'm going over there tonight to take everything I need, so I can last long enough to watch everyone else die. Cool. Fantastic plan. What is up here? Supplies. Wood. Spiral staircase to nowhere. I like the music as well. It's there in the background. It's not overbearing. It's not trying to do too much or be the, you know, center of attention or anything. It just sets the mood just enough. So I'm gonna see, can I go down? Oh, no, broken stair. So there is a downstairs, but I can't get to it. And that side's broken as well. That's fair. I have this mentality from the puzzler games when I was growing up that if you can go the opposite direction to what the game wants you to go, you probably should, because there'll be some sort of secret or bonus items there. Okay, so I can come here. I can ride the rope cart.
I could almost call this place beautiful if these dust storms weren't so suffocating.
I don't know, I think it is pretty beautiful. Admittedly, the monitor isn't giving me suffocating
I find
dust
what I'm
storms.
looking for at the 4th tower.
I am actually really enjoying this. Just had to take a mouthful of water there. Feeling a bit dry. Hadang Diary, page 1. I couldn't be more frustrated right now. We're running out of water, running out of building supplies, and Cal just won't get along with me. At least 5 times a day he pretends he's going to push me off the tower. I swear, if I do fall someday, it'll be his fault. Cal sounds like a bit of a knob. Yeah, you don't threaten to push people off the tower. I'm guaranteeing you they weren't harnessed and fitted off to the rail, so if he did fall, he would fall, and it would be a long way down by the looks of things. What an absolute knob. Joey Diary, page 556. Yesterday, Hadang fell off the tower. I don't know how it happened, but it was a shame. I'm sure you don't fucking know, you absolute prick. Especially since he had the key to most of our water chests. We need to break the ones open soon, since we've almost emptied the other chests. You get what you deserve, you absolute git. Some people... I get frustrated with people mucking about working at heights because day job in health and safety, mucking around at height is not a good idea. Carl Diary, page 57. Oh, so we've now gone... Yeah. I just can't get over it. Hadang gives the absolute best reactions when I mess with him. For the past week, I'm pretending to get mad and shove my arms at him as if to push him off the tower. I don't think this ever gets old, and I can tell Hadang loves it. Carl does not know how to read the room. Carl is the worst kind of person. Well, no. He is, because he pushed someone to his death.
Looks like I'll need to fix this bridge.
At the same time, I'm pretty sure if I wasn't on the receiving end of it in my younger years, I'd have probably been laughing and giggling about how how much fun it was to wind up this poor nervous loser. Because, yeah, kids are going to be kids. It's not big, it's not clever, it's not right, but it is what it is. Okay. So I need to repair the bridge. I walked past a chest, didn't I? Bet that chest I can open it. Did I walk past a chest? I'm sure I saw a chest. Wow. I must admit, I wasn't particularly smart there, was I? Oh, I rebuilt the bridge.
It's hard to believe that I'm the last one here. I never thought it would end like this. Makes you wonder what the whole point was in the first place.
What is the point, mate? What is the point? I ask myself that more often than I would care to admit. What is the point? A note of ambition. Out of everyone on this earth, our families were the only ones who took the water crisis seriously. We were the ones who started building. We were mocked and told we were insane. We were the ones who everyone looked to when our lakes and rivers dried up. Our blueprints were the ones that were stolen as people became desperate. Out of everyone on this earth, we are the ones who deserve to survive. The clouds are brimming with liquid life, but are still so evasive. We've been building for a long time, but we're not done yet. We have further to go. We will climb the clouds. Son of Zilkar. Dewey Diary, page 490. This evening, Kevin made a really cheesy speech about how we alone will prevail and how we are the only descendants of the great ones who deserve life. It was honestly the cringiest speech I've ever heard, and that's really saying a lot considering the other stuff he's been saying lately. He also keeps referring to himself in the third person, and only responds to us if we call him Son of Zilkar. Yeah, some proper cult leader shit going on in this tower. Oh, I can't open that door. Cannot climb that ladder. I'm going to assume I have to take the stairs. Because I'm guessing that probably isn't actually a ladder and it's probably just some support struts, but you could definitely climb it like it was a ladder. I love the scribbly brickwork. It does almost take me back to being a much younger kid and papercraft buildings and making, castles out of kitchen towel tubes and cereal boxes, some proper Blue Peter stuff. I guess I'm going to have to do something else with planks. Can I open this chest? No. Can I pick up any bricks? No. Okay. I've got to get on the stairs here. It won't let me step up that 1 foot height. Fair enough. Ooh.
This place really is beautiful, even with the dust storms.
It really is.
It's peaceful in a way. I've been working on that tower my whole life and never once stopped to appreciate what we'd spent our lives building. We only looked up to the clouds, hoping we'd someday reach them so we could prolong our lives. But now that everyone's gone, I know any attempt I might make at accomplishing that would be futile. Rather than spending the rest of my life building a tower, maybe it's time I took a break.
Maybe it is.
It's been a long time, but I think I'm finally done.
I really like that. I really like. I think you could probably tell that the clouds breaking and the rains coming at the end was a little bit of a. No, I wasn't too impressed with that, but it's not my story. I would have probably ended it differently. Just fade to this with no rain because the man had accepted his fate. It's nice. I've enjoyed it. There's just enough world building to give you a feel for the world without it being a bit overbearing. I think if you tried to explain why the rivers dried up and why the water disappeared, you start getting into more difficult territory, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's available on Steam. It's free. I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else. I will have a little bit of research and pop the links to where you can purchase it in the video description. I say purchase, it's free, so definitely worth 15-20 minutes of your time, although you've seen how the story pans out, but I quite enjoyed that. I think there's a place in the world for these shorter, I don't want to say a puzzle game because it wasn't really a puzzle. You had 2 blocks of planks that you had to pick up and repair a bridge and build a staircase, but I've quite enjoyed it. Like I say, it's a sort of game that I used to play in my youth. I think these sort of, I hate the phrase walking simulator, but it really is, and I like the story. Not the biggest fan of the ending, like I say, but horses for courses, there are probably plenty of people out there who, the Rumble of Thunder happens, the rain starts coming down, and they go, oh, you got a happy ending. Whereas I go, oh, you got a happy ending. But different strokes for different folks. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have. I imagine my next video will be back to Derail Valley, but for the moment, do the YouTubey stuff. I'm not going to tell you what buttons to click, what bells to ring. You know how to do that. I will see you in the next video. But thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves and look after those around you. Bye bye.